Neither have we hearkened unto thy servants the prophets. We see Daniel reading the book of Yirmiyahu. We see Daniel keeping his faith all the time, being faithful to the Almighty, yet he still includes himself in this prayer. Neither have we hearkened unto thy servants the prophets. That shows his humility and shows in a spiritual sense prophetically how the last would have been part of the whole apostasy before realizing the truth regarding Yahweh and Yahushua. Neither have we hearkened unto thy servants the prophets, which spake in thy name to our kings. In thy name, the prophets which spake in thy name to our kings, our princes, and our fathers, and to all the people of the land. To all the people of the earth could be translated also, because actually the prophets spoke to the whole earth, and in Hebrew it says aretz, so earth. Verse 7. O Adonai, righteousness belongeth unto thee. Well, I'm reading the King James Version just in case you hear anything kind of too fancy. I'm going to go to the New King James. Well, in verse 8, he was saying, O sovereign, to us belongs shame of face, to our kings, our princes, and our fathers, because we have sinned against you. To the sovereign, our Elohim, belong mercy and forgiveness, though we have rebelled against him. Verse 6. Neither, so verse 6. Neither have we heeded your servants the prophets, who spoke in your name to our kings and our princes, to our fathers and all the people of the earth. O sovereign, righteousness belongs to you. Righteousness belongs to you. That's why he himself had to appear. He himself had to pay for us. He himself had to fulfill the Torah. Because righteousness belongs to him. And to us, shame of face. The shame of being in this body which has an inclination to do evil, and just by that makes us not good. Just because of having that inclination in our heart makes us not good. That's why we must recognize that the only way to receive righteousness is through him. So he himself became a man to pay for humanity. O sovereign, righteousness belongs to you, but to us shame of face, as it is this day to the men of Yehudah, to the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and all Israel, those near and those far off, those near and those far off, in all the countries to which you have driven them, because of the unfaithfulness which they have committed against you. So we see how those words are today still relevant, still truth, in the sense that we can pray exactly the same, because Israel, the true Israel, is still mostly scattered amongst the nations. So I repeat that one once again. Righteousness belongs to you, but to us shame of face. Let me just see that for an instance, because it is interesting how now everybody has a mask on their face as if they were ashamed, in a sense of not showing their face. Verse 7. Boshet, which is shame. Velanu, but to us, Boshet hapanim, shame of face. Just to mention another connection that I see in this word, the words shame of face, Boshet hapanim, because of the letters that are used. As you guys know, the Hebrew letters not only have a numerical value, but they, or a phonetical sound, but they also have a pictographic representation, and therefore one word means several things. One letter means several things. So Boshet is the letter, it's created by the letter Bet, Shin, and Tav. The Bet is a house, as in where everybody is being locked nowadays. Lashin are teeth, like those who nobody can see anymore. Nobody's smiling, and even if they smile, nobody can see their teeth, their shin, because they have a mask in their panim, in their face. And the tav is the last letter of the alphabet, so it could be seen as the end for humanity, death, and therefore they are in the house and covering their teeth because of death, for instance. So I see that word shame and how it connects with today's reality. Very interesting. So